guys, welcome back here to this 2-0 victory so far for Enraged up against Nexium. We're going into the third map, Uplink Detroit. Hopefully, we're going to see Nexium fight back. You know, they've been a bit slow at the start of both games. We saw the hard point pretty much, it was 250 to 50, 60 points. And then going into Search and Destroy, finished quite convincing as well. However, let's jump on board with, I want to jump on board with one person particularly, Golly.
Yeah, he's already dead. There you go, really good start by Enraged. Actually comes straight out of the blocks there. Josh picks up a kill or two. A fantastic start for them actually, and they really have getting themselves in a great position. 2-0 already from Enraged, and a great start for them.
I was trying to cycle through to Josh as quick as possible because he had the drone in hand, but he was too quick for me even. However, let's jump on board with someone close to the drone. Cambo currently 2-1. Does see one in his sights get taken out by Dave. He's going to answer back. Gullet and Josh go down. Now Dave just trying to hold the fort.
I just want to touch on that though, for Nexium, you want to get back in the game, yeah, 2-0 down straight away. Somebody within 20 seconds, a dunk comes in for Enraged, and they're really just going to shut down that first advance by Nexium as well. So not really working out for Nexium at all here, and they're looking destined for the loser of the bracket.
Yeah, I mean, like we said in the Search and Destroy, you know, we thought, you know, maybe this is the one that we can take, the one that we can steal, and it just wasn't to be. Uplink has always been a bit of a map where you can, you can kind of flip things on its head and change the kind of momentum of the game, if you like, and really go forth with it. But going 2-0 down straight away is not the best way to do it. However, Cambo and Co trying to push through this school. They can just get through this second part. They should be able to get it. Golly's going to pick up the kill. Lewis answering back, and Cambo's going to spot him. He's going to get his bullets into it, but Gullet backs him up and takes down Cambo. The drone, he's going to go into a limbo there. 10-second reset. Yeah, it's going to be a long reset coming in. You know, actually that works for Nexium because they had no map control, but it also gives Enraged a bit of time to get some controls of themselves, and they have done pick up a couple of kills here. Dave's going to pick up a second, he's going to get a third just about as well, and Golly has actually found himself in a really good position if he can get this reset or even run this one home. Actually manages to get it to school, not going to quite survive, but he has to get some of the pressure away from his team. Cambo trying to flank around. It is actually going to be L who picks up a two-piece in and around the drone. This could be a point on the board. It is actually going to be Rez hitting Lewis with the drone. That's going to be 2-2 now. Great work by Rez there. Yeah, objective play from Rez. We saw it previously. Didn't manage to pull it off. Saw it again. He just kind of picks that drone up and just runs for that satellite portal, if you like, and just to put that in. However, we're halfway through this first round. It is 2 apiece. Nexium putting up a fight. They're not out of it just yet, Ton.
Well, let's see what L can do. He really had a good SND game. The rest of his team just let him down that little bit, but Dave's still picking up 2 and 3 pieces all over the place here. It's really going to be hard for Nexium to get back in the game if Enraged keep playing like they have been doing. At this moment in time, the game is evenly matched 2-2 in the first half with about 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go, and the control really is in the hands of Nexium. We've got one guy from Enraged flanking around behind. Cambo's in a great position. He's going to get taken down by Josh. That's that game sense we talk about. Josh getting himself in a fantastic position. Yes, he might be getting taken down, but he really did delay that attack from Nexium, and somebody else there going to try and shut things down as well. L is in tow of Lewis, but Dave comes in there as well, and Red's going to have to reset.
Yeah, really wise play there from both Lewis and Dave to kind of cut back into school. Made some very important kills and forced kind of Rez to stop the play, if you like. Lewis takes the drone as far as he possibly can. He's going to get taken down. Gullet here aggressively pushing forward. Does take down one himself. He's going to take down Rez. Surely pick up the drone, and he will be able to progress through. Is it going to be a 2-point play? I'm sure it will go in. He's going to get taken down, but that extends the lead to 4-2.
Good stuff by Gullet there. It was a bit of a ballsy move because he pushed through there and the rest of his team died. He was not in a great position to actually defend it all. So really pushing forward, going for the aggression, and works out for him. Does get the points on the board, and the lead is in the hands of Enraged at this moment in time. Nexium really trying to get some more on the board. They are what I would call the preferred side. If you can get some control in school, then you can get big points on the board, and they really haven't had a chance to do that. And every time they have, they've either gotten those 2 points in the one occasion or they've been shut down. They need to get some control and get a couple of points on the board here, because being behind at this point, going to the second half and on the worst side, it's always going to be hard for you to bring this back. But all the kills are coming in to Enraged at the moment, and Josh is really pushing on. I think Gullet's going to look for the pass to Josh, or is Josh going to just try and clear the way? Yeah, he's actually going to look for the pass. Josh going to try and pick that one up. Bounces away from him. He's going to have to cover though. Josh manages to stay alive with the drone. Playing the sneaky games. L is just about going to take him out though. Is he going to be able to defend this successfully? It is actually going to be Rez covering, and Lewis does go down. The reset comes in. Nexium have got control. There's one guy around the back that's actually going to be Gullet. Is he going to be able to get in a good position to do anything about it? Yes, he is. Actually takes out Golly as well, so that's going to put pressure from behind. But can Rez do anything about it? Yeah, runs straight in the bullets of Dave and Lewis as he does take down Cambo as well. Gullet really done good work there. Picks up the third. Is he going to pick up his fourth kill? Not quite, but he has put so much pressure on Nexium, and another point goes on the board towards Enraged. 5-2, it's going to end up at the first half. And a fantastic half there for Enraged. Is that one going to land? Not quite.
Nearly off the bounce there. He's got to win 5-2, as you said, though. It really got kind of manic towards then, yeah. We saw kind of, you know, Josh being very aggressive. We saw Gullet as well, really making some ballsy plays. Almost ones which he shouldn't be making, but he just kind of pulled it off. However, going into this next side, really, for myself, Enraged just need to do what they've been doing. Yeah. Even though, you know, looking reflectively on the kill-to-death ratio, looks like Josh may be playing a bit more objective, but Lewis, Dave, and Gullet just slaying through the Nexium team, and they can't keep up.
On board here with Rez, and they really do need to step up in the game now.
It's now or never, really, isn't it?
Yeah, realistically it is. You know, this will knock them into the losers bracket. It's not what you want going into the second day. Knocked in the losers bracket. I mean, it's better than being out the tournament like a few teams have suffered, unfortunately, so far. But, you know, you really want to stay in that winners bracket as long as possible. But on board with Rez. See if they can do something here. Nexium actually really setting up well here.
Dave.
But Dave, once again, with those 2s and 3 pieces, he picks up another, and he's really making this look very, very easy in the morning. And trust me, it really isn't. 20 and 10 from him. Fantastic work. L's going to come in there with a 2-piece of his own, actually. And is that going to be reset going to come in? Yes, it is. It is going to be Dave resetting. So a really good play by him. Picks up his 4th of this life as well. Is he going to be able to get another?
Oh my goodness,
Not quite, but the movement, as I said, fantastic. Just to get away there. It does eventually go down, but big plays coming out with Dave.
Jumping on board with Josh there. We've just seen Dave go on some absolute insane spree. Didn't even have time for the drone. He just threw that away. He was like, I'm too busy killing people. Josh sneaking up behind here. He should be able to maybe put a point on the board. Or his team just decides to play that out of bounds. Wise decision from Josh there.
Yeah, Nexium really stuck in and around their base at the moment, and Lewis is causing all sorts of problems. I think, you know, for me, Lewis and Dave, I mean, it's very easy to say they're being the standout just because they're top of the leaderboard, but they really, really have. I mean, every single time we're seeing just Dave, Lewis come up on the kill feed with a couple of kills at a time, and they're having a really, really good game. Once again, Lewis picks up a 2 there. Gullet and Josh just seem to be filling in the little gaps here and there, doing really good work around these 2 fantastic slayers here. What can they do? Yeah, this is a big school push.
This has got to go in. I mean, I would have liked to have seen him do it a bit quicker because there was only one player there. Now the Nexium guys have kind of reformed, regathered at the base. They are going to make plays here. Cambo with a big 2-piece here. They need to make that third, and Golly comes in, sweeps that away. He's going to pick up the drone. He's not chose to throw that out, which when you know he got 4 down for his team, and he can have this option to push out, and it's something he needs to. You know, they're 3 points down with 3 minutes left to go. You know, they need to make some plays.
Oh, this is a real sticky spot for Collie as he does get taken down. Lewis once again with the 2-piece, and now they can regain that school control that they just had. On board with Gullet, does have the drone in hand. Rez is going to make the kill on the Josh though, so should be able to put some pressure on. A good play by Rez then to pick up the 2. Is he going to be able to push up? Yes, he has. It has been a short reset. Rez picks up another as well, so he's really on a bit of a tear here for Nexium. Can he do anything with this form that he's in? Is he going to be able to get away? Not quite. Josh does take him down, and the drone is just going to bounce its way just short of the teleport there, and it's not going to happen for Nexium. They are 3 points behind with 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go. 2-0 down in the series. Not looking great for them. If you're going to turn it on, boys, you need to do it now.
Absolutely. I'm going to jump on board with someone from Nexium here because they really need to step it up. Cambo with the battle in hand. 2 minutes left to go. They need to act now, and something himself might not be the best idea. However, Lewis and Dave really combining well in this uplink. You know, they've really kind of solidified themselves as almost a duo here. They did exactly the same on Hardpoint. Slayed Nexium out completely.
Oh, wow. Rez just got shut down by Dave there. Great work with the ball. You know, they've had really good games. As I said, Lewis and Dave looking really, really strong. And I think, you know, Josh just does his job. You know, it's not necessarily the dirty work. He just fills in the spaces where he needs to and does a fantastic job. He's always been around in the top of the league. You've seen for a good few years now. Frustrated faces on the team of Nexium at the moment. They're 3 points behind, a minute and a half to go. And at this moment in time, it's not out of question to bring this back, but it's not looking good for them.
Oh, wow. Gullet gets taken down there, punch to the face. Josh answers back with a 2-piece. Cambo combining here with teammates, but Josh just continues his tear and eventually gets taken down, getting a few kills on the board, but the drone has been played out. Now there's only around 1 minute, 10 seconds left on the clock. Golly, he's on your screen, isn't going to be able to make any difference at the moment. With Dave and Lewis playing the way they are, I don't think anyone could.
Yeah, the slaying is just too strong for Nexium, I feel here. Enraged really just outslaying them completely, and both running on game modes, winning the S&D, even when L had a fantastic game. And at this moment in time, you know, it's just Lewis and Dave causing so many problems. And Lewis, is he going to be able to seal the deal here? This should be the game. 7-2 now to Enraged. And they're going to walk away with this series 3-0. I cannot see 5 points coming out of Nexium in the next 40 seconds at all. And that should be the game. That should be 3-0.
Absolutely. I mean, just the way that kind of Gullet and Lewis combined there to kind of not almost trade the kills, but just kind of, you know, just kind of get them almost out of the way to secure that kind of 7-point margin. 7 points for themselves, but with only 25 seconds, the drone's going to be outplayed, out of bounds, and surely that is game over for Nexium. It's going to be very, very difficult for those guys. I know they were confident coming into this, however, will not be successful. However, I've got to say, Enraged really impressed me.
Yeah, they really did impress me. It wasn't so much a case of, you know, I didn't think necessarily that Nexium played terribly there. I think just Enraged really come out of the box. Lewis and Dave putting up a big slaying game there. Fantastically well played. Fist pumps all around from them. And the defeated squad Nexium go around to shake the hands of them. And wow, I mean, a bit of a surprise result for me, because honestly, I thought it was going to be a pretty close game. I thought, honestly, I didn't really know who was going to win it.
Yeah.
But, you know, really good game coming out of Enraged. And, you know, if you're an Nexium fan or an Nexium player, you've got to be disappointed with that.
100%. I mean, it kind of didn't go the way I thought the end result was the way I thought it would go. I thought it would be a lot closer. I thought Josh would be a lot more kind of involved in the slaying department, and, you know, it was complete opposite in that sense. But that's what worked for them. They came out with a 3-0 victory, and if they can do that against every team, why not? But they will be progressing on to the next part of the tournament in the winner bracket. So obviously, congratulations to Enraged. Commiserations here for Nexium. They'll be dropping into the lower bracket. However, what a game we've just seen. Another 3-0. Yeah,
another 3-0. And, you know, it's sometimes happened on the first day, as we were talking about there before. You know, you can get these games where, you know, it's early on in the game, you know, teams are meeting up who, not necessarily in this game, but teams of different calibers. Yeah. You know, it can meet up. But this is a bit of a surprise result. I mean, you thought that Enraged would probably take it anyway. I mean, I was expecting probably a 3-2. Either way, I wasn't too sure who was going to take it, but in the end, Enraged looked very, very convincing with their 3-0 win. You're going to have to watch out for them for the rest of the tournament. But we are going to go to a very short break, probably a short break anyway. We'll be bringing you some interviews of that game just after this. Don't go anywhere.